Hey, what's up, internet? So when I was younger, I had a lot of, maybe not hate, but certainly disdain for the police. And I think that came mainly from teen angst and wanting to rebel against any and all authority, but it also came from a severe lack of perspective. And this past weekend, I was given the opportunity to go on a ride-along with a cop, and I was given a dosage of perspective. So here's what I learned. Anyone can go on a ride-along, and it's actually a pretty fun thing to do. It's pretty rare that somebody allows you to audit their work so openly. And I think it's an important program to have, and I think more people should take advantage of it. Another thing I learned, and this one kind of blew my mind, and I think it's super important to talk about. In this increasingly digital age, where nobody has a landline, we're all on our cell phones. If you call 911 and you're disconnected, your cell phone carrier has zero obligation to help the police find you. That's a scary, scary thought, and I don't think a lot of people know that, and it may only come to play if you're in that situation. I'm not sure there's an easy answer for something like that, but I think it's definitely something we need to talk about. Most police officers want body cameras. From the small sample set that I interacted with, they believe that it would dispel a lot of the, well, he said, she said bullshit that goes along with when somebody's arrested. Any kind of documentation is good for both sides. Cops love donuts, but who doesn't love donuts? A cop's job is not a 9 to 5. Your shift will almost always run long, and even when you're not on duty, people recognize you as a cop. You're a spokesperson for your city and for society and order as a whole, so you never really get to turn it off. The most important thing I learned is that a cop's job sucks. It's hard, and most of the time when you're dealing with someone, you're dealing with them at the worst part of their day or even the worst moment in their life. So you have to be extremely patient and extremely understanding, and it's difficult to do that on a day-to-day basis. So why did I go on this ride-along? Well, it was offered to me, and I thought it'd be an interesting thing to document. I got to see cool things like pepper spray bullets and how tasers worked, but most importantly, I got to see what police officers have to deal with on a day-to-day basis. And it was a slow day, but it was still an eventful day that challenges you. And I think that bit of perspective is important to get out there, because in this increasingly volatile times between police officers and civilians, we lose sight of the fact that both sides are human. Nobody's perfect, and it's something we need to remember and be reminded of. So if you see a cop, tell them thank you, because what they're doing is not only important, but it's difficult. I want to give a shout out to Officer Warren and Officer Brunson for having us along. It was a great experience. It was eye-opening for sure, and it was something that I enjoyed doing, and I definitely want to do it again. But yes, thank you for having us along, and I'll see you next time, internet. Bye.